Welcome back to JP Visual Voices. I'm your host, Widgie. So, welcome back to the Beginner Photography Podcast. So, as you can see, guys, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable now. Your boy been doing this thing. I've been watching the videos back. I like the way it sounds. I like for the viewers, for the people on, YouTube. I like the way it looks. So, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and let me know if you guys like the way it sounds. Usually I don't like my voice, but it is what it is. That's the voice I was born with, I guess. So I'm trying to embrace it. You know what I mean? I don't for some reason I don't like it like that. I don't know why. I don't have a real reason. I feel like I could sound better. And especially when I hear my voice over the phone, like a recording, like nah. Anywho, like I said, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show with G for the podcast for JP Visual Voices. Last episode we talked about how to start with your photography journey. You get what I'm saying? We didn't. I know we didn't really go in details. More like stories and whatnot. Stuff to bore you or whatnot. But today we are more likely going to talk about where to start. The second episode was how to start. This one is where to start. And let me tell you right now, you would be surprised on where to start. The right time or place to start your photography journey, especially for portraits or weddings or landscape or, sports, whatever it is to start with your gears. You get the gear, you make your research, you go online, on Google, on YouTube, you did whatever you had to do. You find out, okay, I want Sony cameras or I want Canon cameras, I want Nikon, which they call potato cameras. I want a Nikon camera. I want some good lenses and all of that. You made your research. You decided, okay, you started there. That's for the people that have made their research properly. Let's go over to where do you get your gears from? And today I'm willing to tell you some of the places that I barely hear other photographers talk about, like, oh yeah, I bought my stuff from over there. You know what I mean? I always hear different places, but never those things like that. One of the places that would be good for you to buy gears, especially used, over on eBay. Yeah, that's right. You go over to eBay, you can find any used equipment for the low. So you just pull up, open your eBay app or go on the web and then do your research. Check out all the prices. And then once you know exactly the equipment that you want to purchase, just, sometimes you can bid, sometimes you can make an offer, or sometimes you can just buy it up front. Buy it. Just make sure it says a 30-day return guaranteed. This way, if you buy it, you don't like it's, there's scratches on it, it doesn't look nice, you're still able to send it back and get your money back. I've bought stuff from eBay before and I've gotten my money back with no problem, no questions asked or nothing like that. All right. And they got a big library, I guess I would call it library. They got a variety of versions that you can get just on eBay. The next place, I'm gonna get to the most famous places first, but I'm gonna start from the beginning. The next place is to get it from Facebook Market. Facebook Market, they got a variety of items. People like me, like other people, they have these older gears and stuff they no longer using. They just go in there and then, you just buy it from them. Make sure you meet at a public place. Make sure you're safe. And, whatever, make the prices or whatnot, communicate, ask whatever questions that you may have. and then bring your own gear to test it out to make sure that you like it. Because a lot of times once you pay, it's a done deal. You don't want to lose $100, 150, $300 because you never meet that person ever again. So make sure you good if you meet somebody from the Facebook market. All right. The next place. This is a bonus. How about that? I'll leave this next place towards the end. But again, let me know in the comments. Let me know which gears, how did you start? Where did you start? Did you ever bought any gears from, any of these two places that I've just mentioned? You feel me? So let me know now. The next place I would suggest somebody to buy gears from, obviously everybody go to Amazon. You be listen, the fast shipping is gonna be here today or the next day. Nah, they got an overnight thing at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. So the overnight is gonna be there whenever. It's just your money gonna stop you. But it's a every now and then they have sales. Um, but what I would do instead of trying the brand new first, I would look into refurbished items. Look up for something that has been broken and they repaired it, and go for that because it's gonna be cheaper. It's gonna be cheaper than the original. Nah, it all depends on what it is. It might be 100, $200 cheaper, $50 cheaper. It all depends on what it is. You're better off buying it brand new. But a lot of times, if it's like $200, $300 cheaper, might as well get it used because you're gonna upgrade anyways. So again, Amazon on the refurbished side. The next thing again is, Amazon again on the regular side, buy brand new or whatnot. See, look at different vendors, see who's selling the same thing for different prices. Different vendors usually do that. Once you click on the item, and then see if it says used or same or anything like that. You got the drill by now. I'm looking into trying to get y'all to get something that is used, that is still good, and you can return. That's the biggest thing. It's used or brand new if you can afford it. It's good, and then you have some type of warranty that you can return it in the next 15 or 30 days. Wherever you decide to buy, keep that in mind. I know one of the places that you can't do that is the Facebook market. But beside that, there's another place, but you're gonna have to pay extra for it, which is the one I'm leaving for the end. Other places to get from is B&H. They are a photography business. They sell other things too that's related to like music and all of that. But this is mainly a photography company. All right. So go in there, get your photography gears, um, and then have fun with it. They have used stuff, they have brand new stuff, and there's a lot more. I will put it on the description to a few other places, a few other spots you can buy photography gears used for the low. Whether it's online, whether it's in like a specific location, I'll put that in the description or in the video for the people watching. But the next place for you guys to get is, you ready? Drum roll. What kind of drum roll was that? There you go. That's a drum roll. So the next place to get your used gears from, it's a pawn shop. Yep, I said it. At a pawn shop. You pull up at a pawn shop, you look at all the stuff they have. Even right now, I still pull up to the pawn shop every now and then. Um, you'll be surprised what you will find that people lost. They pawned it and they never came back for it. Then that could go for cheaper. They trying to compete with eBay prices. But again, that's one thing. If you don't want to do eBay, you want to do in person, bring your camera, test it out, or bring, whatever it is to check out whatever item that you're buying. You can do that. You can do that at a pawn shop. I don't barely see or hear any YouTubers talking about buying used gears from a pawn shop. When in actuality it's still cheap, it's still good, and it'll work. It still work. It's getting the job done. I can tell you guys right now, beside the 50 millimeter from Canon,
Mm.
the second lens that I bought was the 85 millimeter from Canon at a pawn shop. I think I bought that lens $75 or $125, something between that range, right? I bought it 5, 6 years ago. Still today, that's one of my favorite lenses to have in my arsenal, in my bag right now. I use this lens like crazy, and especially for some reason, I paired it with my Sony cameras. This thing is fire. This lens is as old as me, 32 some years old. Go do your research, you'll find out exactly. But 32 some years old, this lens is as old as me. This lens is as old as me, about 30 some years old, right? Go do your research, you'll find out exactly. But this thing came out since 19 something, 30 some years old, man. And still today, well, let me not lie. I have tried a few other 85s, and I didn't really like them. I didn't really see the difference. And I am looking into the Sigma 85. But again, for the things that I do, the 1.8, it just fine. You know what I mean? It's not tripping. It's cool. So the 85 is plenty. So I got that from a pawn shop for the low. The same way I can get that, I remember, hold on, before I even continue, I remember one time I went to the pawn shop right by my house. And then I walked up right before I bought this camera, actually, the A7 IV, right? So I walked in there. I had in mind, okay, there's a few things. There's a camera I was looking at because I had the A7 III in mind, the A7 IV in mind. I had the A7S III in mind. I had a few, cameras in mind because I was upgraded from the A7R2, which we'll talk about that, you know, in another video. I walked in there just randomly. I see on the shelf the A7 III just chilling. That thing just sitting there. I couldn't believe it. I thought something was wrong with it. I picked it up, move it around. Ain't no scratches, ain't nothing. They had kit lens on there, but I ain't care about that. So I'm moving it around, look at open it up, turn it on, check out the settings. I went home because I didn't come to get a camera, so I put the camera back. I mean the lens. I put the camera back, so I went home to get one of my lenses so I can test it out. I brought a battery with me and a lens. So I came back. I'm all excited. I think that thing was for like 750 for A7 III. It's used, yes, but A7 III though. You know what I mean? So I went and tried it out and I'm like, you know what? Take a few pictures in the place. I'm like, damn, I want this. I want to buy this. I don't know. I'm like, I ask all the questions. I trying to find even a higher, like a better discount. They're like, no, that's the only price they can sell it for. They can remove the taxes for me and all of that. So where I just paid flat 750, but that's the best they can do. And then I left it. I put it back. I put it back, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why. No, I feel some type of way that I put it back. I put it back, and then I went home, and I'm like, damn, do I get an A7 IV or do I get the A7 III? I keep going back and forth. Which one do I get? Finance wise, the better choice here is the A7 III. But for other purposes of what I wanted or needed, especially the 4K at 60, even with a crop, A7 III ain't got that. And I'm like, damn, if I got the A7 III, I'm still gonna get another one that can do the 60 frames for video. For the people that don't understand, it's for video. 60 frames a second at 4K. So I decided to get the A7 IV. And hey, listen, I'm happy with it. I'm good. We're good. We're good over here. And then a few months after, I went back to that pawn shop because I needed a third, like a backup camera, right? A backup of the backup. You know what I'm saying? If you go to YouTube, that's the best thing they will tell you. At first, they'll tell you, yeah, just get a backup. But eventually, they'll tell you, you know what? You got to get a backup for your backup. Just in case the first backup fails, you got the second one. So right now, I'm trying to get the A7 III. I keep going back to that same pawn shop, see if we pop up again. They haven't show up again. And all the prices, they like, what, 1,200, 1,400, maybe $1,000 on Amazon. But you got your chances. You lose them. You don't take advantage of it. You lose it. All right. So right before we continue, let's take a quick break. Let's talk about our sponsor for the day. Yes, that's right. Our sponsor for the day is Bow Styles Creations. A lot of you don't know about it, which is fine. I'll put the name in the description. I'll put the link to where you can go and check out what they do. For the viewers on YouTube, the link is already in the screen. But Bow Styles Creations, yes. You see this? You see this right here? Let me focus. This is my mug. This is my photography logo for my business. All right. Let me take a sip real quick. This is my photography business logo on there. And the owner of that, Bow Styles Creation, she made it for me. You know who she is soon, but because she's going to come in this podcast and show off a few of the things that she do. But she made it for me. Which means if you need anything custom made, hit her up. She got you. You need cups, t-shirts, mugs, acrylics. She's a event designer, florist, balloon artist, the whole 9 yard. You need anything you having a party, especially if you're local to the area. If you having a party, we got you. We got the photos, the videos, the 360 photo booth, and then she got you with the decorations, with the prints, whatever you need, she got you. So there's a lot more other stuff that's gonna come. That's gonna be just randomly popping up in here. She made it. That's the best thing I can tell you. She made it. You know what I'm saying? So again, Bow Styles Creations. Check her out on IG. Check her website out. It's still, in the process of building it up the proper way. But listen, you never know. We ship. When I say we, she does. She'll ship it out. You make your payment. You're good. Refunds and all of that. Don't worry about that. Whatever you want, you let her know. And it's a small business. So help each other out. If you have a business you want to us to check out, you want me to check out, let me know. I'll be more than happy to, just check it out. If it's something I'm interested in, I'll be more than happy to get it because small businesses need to help each other out. The big businesses, they doing it already. You may not know, but they doing it already. It's the small businesses that need to get together and then, just put it together. But back to the episode. And also, if you've made it this far, you are weird just like me. I like you. Because, again, like I said, sitting down here, there's nobody in here. I'm just talking to myself, yet I'm talking to you and you, all of you guys. Listen, it gets weird, but I'm slowly getting more comfortable. I could teach a class with no problem. But sitting here by myself with the lights on, with the mics on, with the camera on me, I'm usually behind the camera, not in front. So seeing in front of the camera is a bit like, okay. But, by the time we get to 10 episode, you're going to be like, damn, what the hell happened to this guy? He was just chill and cool and relaxed and all serious. And now we can't even have a conversation out of him. Hopefully not like that, but you get what I'm saying. So so back to the episode for the second time, right? So yeah, if you are planning on getting started, get your gears. Matter of fact, a friend. You can hit up a friend. Ask them, can you use their gears? Now you gotta be responsible because you gotta know that them gears ain't cheap. Them things ain't cheap. If you getting them brand new, I don't know what type of money you have, but $2,500 is not easy to come up with. It's not easy for a lot of people to come up with. All right. But some of you got it. Some of you got it. Which, if it's you, borrow your friend's camera, and then if you drop that thing, just know you no longer have any friends. This man or this woman, they gonna walk away from you, bro. Trust me. I dropped my camera. I dropped my camera once. I dropped the lens that was on the camera twice, and now it's broken. I'm hurt. That was a $1,700 lens at that time. Well, when I bought it, right now it's not worth that, but that hurts, and I still can't use it. It's a 70 to 200 from Sigma. Well, that's when I was in Canon. It hurts, man. It's a beauty. It's like one of the best lens I could ever have. Now I just got the 35 to 150 to replace that. But listen, dropping a lens, breaking one of them equipments, that hurts. If that don't feel good. So be responsible. Borrow your people's gears, borrow your friend's camera. Make sure they there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they're there when you're using them. Make sure you ain't doing nothing crazy. Treat it like it's yours because I can promise you you're gonna pay for it back. You don't have the money to buy one. If you drop it, if you break it, it's no longer working. You gonna pay for it back. I'll tell you that much. But hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. You are just like me, I guess. Weird. That's weird. You weird. But yeah, thank you for being in here, listening to me rambling. Right now, I know I'll probably jump into like 2 or 3 different stories. Uh, but yeah. So to recap on everything we just said, so the best place for you to get started to get your gears is trying to get them used at online or local places. Trying to get them to places where you have a 15 or 30-day return. Trying to get it at places where you can physically test them out before you actually purchase it, and then just start. There's not a specific way for you to actually get it, decide. It all depends on, your budget. If you got the money for it, go for it. Get it over there, get it over here, go for it. So now, if you are interested in all this information, I appreciate you again. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. We prefer a 5, but, and I like to say we because we're not a family yet, all right? But I am positive. Me and you, we gonna be good. We gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be like cousin. You feel me? So we prefer a 5-star. But whatever you have, I'll take. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be heard. I'm trying to be seen. I have questions that, I find the answers on my own. I still have questions that I'm looking for the answers for, but I'm sure some of you guys may have questions and looking for the answers too. This podcast might be the answer. You might find your answer in the conversation here. If you have questions, drop them in the comment below, or whatever you want to do, DM me or whatnot. But yeah. Also, let me know if you are interested, because I'm planning on creating a Facebook group where we can pull up and ask questions, or I'll just put it on my website. You guys can just go in there and then ask the questions, and then I can talk about it on the videos. One of them days, if it has, if it's a question that I see a lot of you guys are asking, we can talk about it on the video. We can talk about it on not just the video on the podcast. For the audio listeners, the only reason I keep saying videos is because I'm also having a video. I can't talk today, bro. Blah, blah. I'm also having a video version of this on YouTube, or on my page, wherever there's can take videos. But yeah, um, and I believe that's the end. Let me see. Did I forget anything? Uh, yep, that's it, guys. That's all I got for today. Um, oh, and yes, on the next episode, we will be talking about, nah, you got your gear. You thought about starting. You made your purchase, which means now you have your gears, right? And then now where do we go from there? You know, how do we actually start taking photos, and where do we actually go, and what are we interested in? What type of photos we're gonna start taking? You know what I'm saying? So, but stay tuned for the next episode. It's coming soon. I am trying to post for now, since I have a little bit of time, I'm trying to post every Tuesdays and Thursdays for you guys, but eventually that will change in the future. But right now I'm trying to post twice a week, just enough to keep you guys entertained. And then build a community. You know what I mean? I'm trying to build viewers, listeners, followers, subscribers, however we can put it. I'm trying to build that like a community, like I said, a whole family. Um, but yeah, so yeah, now I'm definitely done. Enough renting and all of that. I'm sure you're ready for the next one. Well, that's the end of this one. See ya.